Love the picture of you and Stuart, Alex. You guys are now the FGUK poster boys.
Well, you know, we did a little bit of eye candy, don't we?
Yep. Now we'll have to be turning the girls away now with a big stick. Get back! Get back!
Well, it's the rumours about what you were doing last Saturday night where you couldn't attend as normal.
I can assure you the rumours were just as rife on the campsite as they would have been on here. Stuart invited me into his house to play with his joystick, and everyone found that hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen the helicopter competition they're running, sponsored by Puma, flying from Paris to the route of the Orient Express, 1,300 miles?
Jeez.
No.
For time? They're flying it for time, or?
No, it's a thing, you just fly it and put pictures up.
Oh, it's just a deal, a participation. There's no competition.
Where's that?
It came through. Well, it came through from Puma, but they're sponsoring it. It's a sec. I'll have a look and tell you what it says.
Yeah, chuck it on the forum. That sounds fun.
Right, it's LE Fest 24, Adventure Awaits, and it's following the route of the Orient Express, so it's basically flying all the airfields between Paris and Istanbul. It says all welcome from FS98 all the way up. It doesn't mention flight gear.
No, it never does.
So basically you create an account and then upload pictures, I think. Yeah, I'll put a link onto the forum.
Yeah, that'd be fun to try and at least do some of, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do it in accelerated time.
Oh, I can barely function at normal time, Vodo.
Yeah, accelerated time in helicopters is not for normal people.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello there.
Welcome to FGUK's Western.
Where's our lady?
Don't know.
Well, that's a good start. Crash before you even did you start the engine.
Damn it, dude. Save it and deliver it.
User joined your channel.
Who's there?
I am not.
Dude.
I hear that Alex got to examine your joystick.
Yes, he did. The cat was not happy with him.
No, the cat didn't like me at all.
The cat didn't like him sitting in my chair whatsoever. No. Nope. Chested heavily.
Oh my.
I'll try and get this ready. What's the start ICAO?
Wow, you're going to be able to come. It's Kilo Golf Charlie November. Yeah, but you've had that problems with the pussies before like that, haven't you, Alex?
Yeah, somehow I just seem to scare them off.
Wonder where the name Pussycat comes from.
Pussycat. Pussycat.
Don't Google it.
I don't.
Ah, okay. Here we are. The noun pussy, meaning cat, comes from the modern English word puss, a conventional name or term for address for a pet cat. It cognates from several Germanic languages, including Dutch puss and Middle German pusse, which are used to call a cat. Now, amusingly, perhaps not, but the earliest evidence for the term pussycat is from 1698 in the writings of Mr. T. Dyke.
It's funny how all these things start to fit together, isn't it?
Did he have time to write without pulling his finger out of the dike?
Oh my. Here we go.
What about beaver then?
Yeah. How does that come up?
Right, hang on.
Not that those things are even remotely related.
Well, they're both turkeys.
Ah, shit, looks like you just failed.
Oops. Never a good sign, my friend.
No, I was pushing my luck to be here in the first place.
Hey, so give it another go.
I am.
The origin, etymology of the word beaver, unfortunately less exciting. That comes from the root meaning of the Indo-European Germanic language, where beaver roughly translates into brown, lost its use about 1481 to 1490, but has maintained its meaning for the animal due to its dark brown fur.
Ooh.
Growler.
Okay, look, I have my limits. I'm not. Alright, fine, no.
We've got a 777 at 0.5 miles away.
Yeah, so we have.
We might struggle flying the canyons.
Oh, the etymology of the term growler is worse. So, the etymology of growler, it used to be a bucket in which city tramps would collect empty or nearly empty beer bottles and tip all the nearly empty beer into a bucket that was known as a growler to collect up beer and sell it in dodgy pubs. But presumably the origin of the meaning for a ladies' area is where you dump your empties. I think we've done enough learning tonight, haven't we?
I'm thinking.
My teddy bear
I
were called
think we can
Growler.
Continue educating each other.
Teddy bear was. Why was he teddy bear? No, don't answer.
You can't educate this bunch.
I
Then
found
one,
it.
get
I
off
found
your
it.
growler.
Found it last year. The teddy bear hid at my mum's house when I were emptying it out.
One with a big hole in the back.
Pieball, but it ain't got any holes in it.
Stewart in his Lynx.
Yeah, but I hadn't had time to set up any other aircraft tonight, so. Alex, what happened to the H130?
The H130 was doing fine, but I couldn't release the rotor brake.
You had to do it with point click and mouse wheel.
Yeah, I was trying that. I just couldn't get it. I was trying from all the different positions, angles, everything. I could see the click spot. The little button on it, I could see it.
Yeah, the little button. You got to release the little button.
Yeah, I couldn't get it to work, and I thought, well, sod it, I'm not fanning it around. It's a shame I got it all nicely configured with the basket and everything.
I'm using a Tigger.
2 tickers.
Is there 2 Tiggers? Oh, there's 2 Tiggers.
I know, because I had to go and download it. It wasn't in my inventory.
I'm not broadcasting now because there's no guarantee how long I'll be able to do this before you interrupt me.
No, well I had a look, but Twitch have changed all their things. You need to use OBS now, and I didn't have it set up, so I can't do that. Are we ready?
I was born ready.
Hang on, he's nearly here. Wait. Wait.
Waiting.
Have you done the brief yet? No?
No. Nope, still wearing my briefs. Oh, nice turnout tonight, guys. Well done. Thank you.
I think Andy was hoping to come, but his wife's got him tidying up.
Oh.
God knows Andy probably was tidying up.
So that's the 777 on ignore. That's good. I even brought a desert livery because we're in the desert. See?
Yeah, it's super sexy, man. You'll blend right in. Nobody will say, "Where's Stewart? He's right there. I can't see him. He's camouflaged."
User joined your channel.
Who's that?
Is it?
What? I'm so glad it never gets old. Who's not ready for a brief? Just scream if you're not ready. Whether it's border of a high, or excuse me, whether it's core high pressure, time is me and noon. Target airspeed is 110 knots, which we will only probably achieve on our trip to the canyon, which is due north of here. Which we will make 110 knots of that, but then after that, I'll do my best. But you guys have to follow Dude, because if you get lost, you're gonna be in big trouble. Stay close behind. Like I said,
hang on. Tom said the webpage is not. I updated the forums with the TeamSpeak details. The forum is up to date with the TeamSpeak details. I updated it, made sure it was changed.
probably there's somebody texting and typing about TeamSpeak stuff, because I don't even see that stuff anymore. When I'm flying choppers, I just turn it off.
Yeah, well, I'm on the ground. It's only I'm up close to building already. Yeah, the forum has the correct TeamSpeak details. Anyway, I've been working all week. I don't want to fix things. I want to fly, if I can.
Boom. There you go. If somebody feels like responding to people who are asking crazy questions, please do. Other than that, I'll just have to wait. The forum's the place to do this stuff. I'm spooling up.
Fuck's sake, nobody's answered the bell. I hate to go.
catch up with us.
I'm in the Aerocopter in the dead pig livery. It's my favorite livery ever. Dead pig energy drinks. A dead pig in every drink. We will be departing northish, and we're looking for about 7,500 feet until we get to the edge, and then we will descend it minus 900 feet per minute until we get to the rebar. So, like I said, I'll pop smoke, but you guys try to keep me in view if you can. If you get lost, find the river and go the same direction we're going. And if you get in big trouble, go up. Just don't even think about it. Go up. It's the only way to get more space.
Follow you, make it look easy.
We're not ready to go.
All good, mate.
Damn it!
Janet, look, I'm back. Where the fuck are you all? Give me a head. I don't know where you went.
0. Heading
Zero.
due north.
I lost the leader.
That Tom's still taped. Did anyone answer him though?
No.
Why is my... God, this stuff pisses me off.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, my autopilot's decided to go stupid. I don't know why. It works 1,000 times in a row, and then when you need it to work, it goes stupid. What is up with that?
We
It's
won't
like-
need it when you're in the Grand Canyon.
I won't need it in the Grand Canyon, that's true. But right now, I want to get stuff set up and get some video going. Okay, I got it fixed.
But are you still smoking? Oh, I see you. I got him. I got him, everyone.
I see him.
I see him.
What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Come on.
You sound like me. Canyon dead end.
Grand Canyon Village down there. I think, yeah, I know what this is. But I think we're going to overfly where I stayed when I went to the Grand Canyon.
Oh my! Well, we're right at Grand Canyon National Park, so what could it be?
Yeah, we stayed on the Haluapi Tribe Ranch, which I'm pretty sure is some of these buildings beneath us.
That it is too.
Yeah, which was it was nice. It was just the next day where I made a massive fucking mistake and got married to a bitch. But you know, there you go. Some days are better than others, right?
Some days.
At least you had a good holiday.
Yeah, I had a good holiday. It was all right.
I'll be turning right, looking for the Colorado River and descending at 900 feet per minute. Me and Mark.
That's quite a
On the
drop.
way down.
Say again?
It's quite a drop.
Boy,
Yeah, I think we
Oh,
both
yeah,
had
we
the
got-
same sort of sentiment.
nice and gentle. Once we get down there, we'll have plenty of time to be scared and pee a little.
My memory of the Grand Canyon was mainly everywhere there were signs saying about the rattlesnakes.
Oh yeah.
It was. If you see a rattlesnake, don't go near it. We won't be able to get you in hospital in time to save you.
In some of the cowboy films I watched recently, at night time they were putting rope round where they were sleeping to stop snakes.
Yep. That's the rumor. I mean, it's a. I don't know if it's a myth or not, but in the nighttime when the air gets cold, the snakes, of course, will seek anything that's warm. That's you. When you're sleeping on the ground, even if you're a bedroll or whatever, yeah, apparently putting a rope is enough of a deterrent that they won't cross it.
We should be safe tonight, shouldn't we?
I will.
crash.
be.
That's the whole Brokeback Mountain thing. I think two guys have to sort of snuggle together and then you're safe.
What altitude are you capping at, Voodoo?
I'm already descending down, and we'll be 100 feet AGL probably.
Yeah,
We're in the canyon.
I see the canyon. Oh, you're above the canyon.
Yeah, I'm
Being
descending
in the
and
canyon,
descending slowly.
being in the canyon is in the river.
God, this looks great. It's so unique. It's so unique.
Thanks, Ollie, for the offers.
Whoa.
Yes, thank
My
you. Ollie.
pleasure. You're into the right lot. I can contribute to the group, but at least I could do this bit.
Yeah, but this is a huge contribution. Come on. Making FlightNight look better every week.
In the regular.
Only trouble descending an helicopter, it bloody starts over speeding when you're in the canyon.
Yeah, it makes it difficult.
Descending into a canyon, you got to remember it's like going down on Fat Chick. You just got to take it slowly and watch for the cracks.
You mean it's not like slap the fat and wade away, it's not.
Go on the internet and look up how to eat a taco.
Roll it in flour and find the wet bits.
Oh God.
I can't reply to him.
I know. It's like I told people it's just for the flight plan is just for scenery gathering. We ain't going that way.
Yeah, it hasn't read it.
I can't type. I'm trying.
How does it feel being
Good
back
luck
in your
with
own
that.
stick, Alex?
Oh, don't. I said to Kaylee on the way home, I wish my joystick was like Stuart's.
Hopefully you guys have an eyeball on me because I'm going to descend below the level of this and that'll be the end of that.
Oh, I've got an eyeball on you. You can ask her for this date for Christmas.
Oh, it was a different experience using those heli sticks.
Oh, you had a set.
I do, but Stuart's heli sticks are different. The friction and it made flying helis in flight an entirely different thing.
He's a professional. Kids don't try it out at home.
But he has tried it.
Yeah. Now I've been spoiled, and now I'm gonna have to spend 1,500 quid getting some, however much they are.
Oh God, then you got to find a place to put it. Cause yours all fold up and go under the desk, don't they, Stu?
No, the ones Alex got pulled completely up and go under the desk. Mine just slide under the desk the way they are. Just.
Yeah, you know, I can put it where I want. I said to Kaylee, I said, I'm definitely going to end up getting this set.
The only thing is, I think I got the twin throttles, which I don't use at all, so that is an option that's not worth buying.
If you set it up correctly, you should work with most of the twin engine helicopters, but it's getting it set up is the tricky part.
If I slightly touch the throttle, it just sends you rapidly into the area all over the place.
You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. Once you're flying, you shouldn't be touching your throttle. You should be full open.
Oh, the full open all the time, but if I manage to touch it slightly because it's very close to my chair edge, it can really just screw everything up on the ground.
Could you set the dead band a little bit wider for that to avoid that?
Well, I never really had. I just got a few buttons working and haven't really played with it. Setting them much more up since.
Yeah, I think having had a go with Stuart's, it's worth spending the time because his made flying a heli an entirely different thing. It was like an entirely different experience. Even if his cat was staring at me. Yes, you did catch me out with my feet. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I was doing my feet like a fixed wing pilot. Naughty, naughty.
What's that? Sticking them out the clear view panel?
No, I was moving my feet rather than just my toes.
Yeah, it's possible to do. I've done that with my ankle gets well on time, but it's not good position for you to try and land.
Or gone from being in front to being right at the back.
I'm right behind Voodoo. Can't outrun me, mate.
Tom looks to be the one in front of me and flashes miles behind. Don't he like us?
I can't think why he might not.
We're very nice to him, we never say anything bad about his flying.
And that is a miracle in itself.
Yes, we talk shit about everyone.
Bam. And if you don't show up, it's double down. Fair is fair. Tonight is Orbital Martian's problem. That little bastard.
Oh, just wanting to prioritise education and all that boring stuff.
Yeah, or family. Oh my God, what's wrong with the world?
I mean, I'm chock-a-block at work. I'm still here.
There'll be a point where they realise that this is your release. This is the thing you need to come and do. Otherwise, you're fucked the rest of the week.
Oh, boom. Don't even get me started on that.
You don't get your flight night release, and then you're grumpy.
Or you go out and shoot all your neighbours.
Ah! No, shit.
Well, yes, but I mean that's
Trouble is, they're bloody missing America. The most important shot of the century, and they fucking missed.
Not that again. You get me in trouble.
Oh,
As I said,
don't worry,
if you
Pretty
got-
Patel's running for leadership over here, so we're all going to be fine next time round. The dirty little minx.
I have somebody who can fucking shoot. That's all I'm saying. Don't hire a kid.
Yeah,
Again.
I just bought another rifle this afternoon.
Good for you.
I'm not getting enough usage time, so they're gonna fucking complain when I come up with a new one.
No, this is an air rifle.
It's still licensed up here.
Oh, we don't have that down south.
Yeah, no, everyone's all firearm types are licensed. Cost me an extra £5 on my license fee for that air rifles, air weapons.
Worth every penny. So, Voodoo, what is this we're flying down? Do we have any? Is it the Colorado River?
Yes, the river below us is Colorado River, and this is properly the Grand Canyon. We're there.
It's a canyon. It looks like quite grand.
Yeah, funny that. It seems like it's aptly named, eh? Well, just give it a little bit here and you'll call it the fucking Grand Canyon.
It's lucky it wasn't the Scottish, it's the Scottish. It'd be the fucking massive crick.
Oh, we did that a few
Where?
flights ago. Loch Ness and
Loch Ness and the rest.
It's like the French did the exploring and ended up calling something Grand Tetons, which I thought, oh, those are mountains. Well, not in French.
Alex ate haggis testicles.
Oh,
I did. Yeah. I had haggis testicles.
great.
now there's
How did you get on with them?
Oh, once I'd rolled them around in my mouth for a while, they were okay.
La la la. La la.
Sauce was a bit cheesy, but
Oh my God! You guys are not allowed to play together anymore.
No, my daughter was thoroughly disgusted in my composition, and that's too.
poor thing.
She's probably traumatized by.
And Alex has said they never warned the young lass of what I'm like.
No, what we did is we specifically told that Stuart does not swear, because that would be funny, and she got it into her head that he wouldn't swear, and he put paid to that quite quickly.
She got hurt, didn't she?
It's all good. I'll tell you what, Stuart, you can tell Margaret that Em's been going around telling all of her friends Paul's jokes all week.
Oh, lovely.
Stay to the left here.
Corrupted generation.
My favourite was what goes in, out, and smells of piss. An old lady doing the hokey cokey.
God, no! Hey, I have one. I learned
Go
this
on.
week. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl in the bathroom?
I don't know.
The P is silent. Get it? The P is silent. Ah!
Yeah, I get it.
Yes. I'm very surprised the Americans get that joke, actually, because you can't.
yeah, but they
Like
don't believe in dinosaurs. The planet's only 6,000 years old.
Oh, that's only Trump crazies,
There's a lot of them.
unfortunately. But to be completely fair, okay? So long as we're going to dive down this rabbit hole, which we are. Look at your other choice.
Well, it can't be any worse, really.
We don't really know much about her, that's the problem. She doesn't get any airtime over here.
Nobody knows anything about her. When she ran for president in 2020, she dropped out before the primary because nobody wanted her. How does
But
that
she has a
Send
nice
you Pretty
laugh.
Patel if you want. She's a filthy.
I had an American guest last week, very accent.
Did you run him off?
He was from not Florida, California.
Oh my.
He was very in favour of voting Trump, but he's made it very clear he doesn't like the man, but he likes the policies.
Doesn't have any policies.
Oh, he does. He's got loads. He's going to end the Ukraine war within 24 hours.
Yep.
All he's interested in is keeping out of jail.
Nah, I ain't gonna go to jail. That ain't gonna happen.
He's going to make sure he doesn't go to jail by changing all the bloody rules.
Well, there's no way he go to jail anyway. It's ridiculous. I got a friend who's really he gets a fucking hard on over American politics. He's like, oh, Trump's going to go to jail. Really? Go on then. All right. Yeah. He's definitely going to go to jail, isn't he? It's all. I don't care about politics, you know that.
It's not gonna happen. It's all part of the game. Look over here. Look over here. Ooh, 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 ooh. While over there, the shit's really going on. That's my opinion.
Well, there's actually a good one, and I don't wish to hark back, Stuart, but I can't remember where it was. I meant to mention it to you, but we were in one of the places. It might have been the Gem Museum or something. And the curator was showing an American tourist something. And they're going, this is what was it, like 600-700 years old, something like that. We're going, that's older than our country. Which I thought was amusing at the time.
Well, that's what's wrong with America is people, we're like little kids. We think we're making all, we got all the money and we got all the stuff, all the resources. We don't have any, what's the word?
Brains.
Well, no, well, yeah, okay, got me in there. There's no experience. There's no, he who doesn't remember history is doomed to repeat it. We don't have enough history.
And the history that is there doesn't exist because it doesn't involve America.
We've never
I
had
don't know, you
bombs
got some
dropped
pretty
on
nice
us.
canyons we're enjoying here.
Oh yeah, never had
These are
bombs
old.
dropped on us. That changes the perspective.
How do they explain the canyons if they're only 6,000 years old?
I don't associate with those people, so I mean, it's like we used to work with a girl one time that was all that way, and she'd harp on and on about how you're supposed to act and your beliefs, and I said, so you're telling me that every person born prehistory who didn't hear the word of your Lord and Savior is now roasting in hell? Well, of course. They said, well, that's a just and all-loving God, isn't it? He'll roast you for eternity because you never heard of him. Come on.
Yeah. And you just happen to be born in a part of the world that doesn't teach it. Sorry, you're going to hell.
Exactly.
What's hell then? If you don't know about it, eh?
Hey, it's your concept. You go to it.
I think mine would probably be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it's vegan.
I heard that there's multiple levels to hell, like 1, 2, and 3, and whatever. I mean, nobody's ever come back, but that would seem to make sense. The story goes that this guy's first group of people's down there and getting on a tour of hell to decide where they want to spend eternity, and goes to the first place, and everybody's standing on a concrete floor, and they're and there's poop up to their knees. He says, no, I can't handle that for eternity. Stand there and knees on. He says, no, okay, so we'll go to the second level. I went to the second level, and everyone is standing on a sand floor with poop up to their hips. He says, no, I can't take that. I can't take that. He says, well, we'll go to the next level. everybody's standing in a place that's, don't know what the floor is, but you know, the poo is way up there, but they're all just drinking coffee. And he says, well, at least the coffee masks the smell of the poop. So I guess this is where I'll spend eternity. He says, you're sure? He says, yeah, it beats the other things 10 to 1. So he gets his cup of coffee and he stands there for 3 minutes, and then a little alarm goes off and says, okay, coffee break's over. Everybody back on their heads.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know where I'm going, but I know that you lot are going to be there, so fuck it, we'll have fun.
I'm hoping I go to hell. That's where all the bad girls go. That got me kicked out of parochial school for a whole day. That and telling him that, it's okay, sister. You know, just don't circumcise me again. I got shortchanged the first time. I did go to a parochial school the first 6 years of my life. God.
I can't get circumcised, I haven't got that much to lose.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to hear about the tight canyon, guys? Here we go.
Oh.
No problem.
No problem for you, Mr. Fancy Stick.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually slept much in the past week, so I'm at a disadvantage, but never mind.
Yeah, I heard that you had help with your late night cleanup.
So I finished at 1:45 this morning.
Cool.
And the morning, the one before that, it was 1:30.
Yeah, but you get ice cream delivered to your house, so swings and roundabouts.
I had my ice cream as well, but I was waiting for the VK to show us tonight.
Geez, look how high that one peak is, like just ahead of us and to the left. Oh, God.
That's a big peak, isn't it?
Well, I'm thinking about how high it is above where we're at. It's like, geez Louise. Millennia of this river just carrying the sediment in the landscape away downstream.
Actually, the mega lake that used to be, the Great Lakes used to be part of the mega lake. They reckon when it had a dike, a dam that burst, not a fake dam, a natural dam that burst and released a huge quantity of water all at once, and it would have carved this pretty quickly.
Wow. See, that's a good idea.
Yeah, when those dikes squirt, you gotta get out of the way.
My brother did an extended tour because he's got lots of money and they can do those things, and spent some time in the Grand Canyon and checking some of the more obscure, I mean, because there's all kinds of little things off to the left and right, and God knows where they go. Found all kinds of ruins where people had been living there hundreds or thousands of years ago and stuff like that. It's just like, since it's so dry and it never rains or whatever, it's just like they were just there. Well, you gotta ask yourself, where did they go?
Well, they moved on because the climate changed. Surprising, isn't it?
Oh, it's just weird.
It wasn't always a desert land.
Nope. Speaking of things that weren't always the way they are, that's the thing. That's the thing that freaks me out about woolly mammoths. They find these woolly mammoths frozen, and every time you see pictures of them, they're depicted as living in the ice and snow. But they needed to eat tons of vegetation every day, so they didn't find that in the snow, did they?
No, but they had the woolly mammoths were alive when the pyramids were built. They're still about then.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I think they were around a little bit more recent than that, weren't they? I can't remember. There's something where they were actually around, certainly in Siberia, relatively recently, maybe 1,000 years or something.
I'm just trying to think of the concept where here's a critter that's got, who's been frozen, flash frozen, because there's very little decomposition, so they got frozen in a matter of hours. But we're living in an environment where they can have fresh flower blossoms in their mouths and their stomachs. What happened that it changed in minutes, in hours? Their climate changed from...
Massive polar vortex.
Holy crap!
Landslip, avalanche, get buried.
You never hear about that.
Yeah, but if there was an avalanche, it would get buried in ice, wouldn't it, straight away?
Yeah, but it'd be an awful big avalanche over the geographic area that they find frozen
An
in.
avalanche would have crushed them, but they're not crushed, they're intact.
Good point.
We get deep sometimes, don't we, lads?
Well, we got questions. I got these questions.
Well, I did geology, so...
Geography.
Geology, not geography.
Ah,
I was a
Geology rocks.
all about rocks and sediments and rock layers and fossils and all that stuff.
Have you, I don't know if you've looked up on social media, have you looked up the Scottish geologist?
that's got to be a hoot.
No, she's a genuine geologist, but at the same time, massive tits.
Oh my goodness! See, that just doesn't appeal to me at all. I don't know how I got into that genre.
Any bigger than the handful's a waste, you know.
It is, but she's actually like genuinely really interesting in terms of geology. Face like a smacked arse, but you know, big ditties, as they'd say.
Well, every 8-year-old's dream. Uh-oh, did I take it wrong? No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
No, we're good.
No, the orthographic scenery changes everything from when I originally ran this. Like, oh, I can pull this off. Those who know me well know I am not the world's best heli pilot.
It sticks.
Need sticks. You're like a pusher, Stu.
No. Oh, like I don't like it, man.
Ooh, this is unique though. Wow. The shadows are so deep because the walls are so steep.
Down there, is that a tree? That's a tree.
And
I see for the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, they guarantee that every tree is going to be in the correct place.
Bollocks.
And how are you gonna disprove it?
Well, just fly over my own property and I can disprove it.
Yeah, but you keep chopping them down.
He does. Yeah, very good.
Good point.
That tree's not in the right place. I moved it last week.
Good point. But if you comb your hair right, it won't show.
I bet they don't have trees at middle of runway like we do in flight gear.
Oh, they do.
Oh, those are fun.
Well, they do at the moment. Let's see. I think what we got 2 months until they release the next Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll see how it looks. But do they have fun flight nights like this? No, they do not.
No, they don't, because it doesn't work well in multiplayer at all.
Oh, that
Shit.
sucks. Well, the only reason multiplayer works so good in flight gear is because we do it so much and we bitch about it when it doesn't work.
And Microsoft, even if you don't have the other person's livery, it appears as a thought aircraft.
It's
So,
got
if
got
you-
better. 2020's all right. You can fly alongside each other now.
Yeah, if you're both flying Gazelles, but I don't have your livery, I won't see you as a Gazelle. I'll see you as the default aircraft in Microsoft. That's it.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
It's not true. Me and Andy
It is.
fly together all the time.
If you have the liveries installed, you'll see each other the way you are. If you don't, you won't. And it's been proven, and it's a big chat about it in Sergio's group. I'm losing my voice. Fuck.
Well, Andy and I fly together regularly, and we don't have each other's liveries. I mean, I say regularly, obviously I don't play much.
Is that what your kids are calling it now? Flying together?
No, well, yeah.
Oh my.
The old webcam sessions.
dressed up as a new little captain shoot for me. Make yourself.
Well, I make Andy dress up as the flight attendant.
Oh well, who could resist that?
Exactly.
You've seen the group on Facebook called Awesome Stewardesses.
No.
Who's doing all these AI interpretations of stewardesses.
Oh, that's wrong.
Hey, you guys are close. Good job.
Yeah, well, I keep going from being up with you all to suddenly half them.
It's you got to try leading this. Like, try to keep my speed at 110 knots. It's very difficult. Every time we get to a steep turn, of course, you lose some speed. Every time you go downhill, because sometimes you're going downhill when it looks like you're going uphill.
Not many people have ice cream van tonight, Alex.
That's disappointing.
You don't understand what an ice cream van is. Probably never seen the one in the neighbourhoods.
Maybe not. Well, I tell you, I bought an ice cream yesterday and it cost me 4 times what an ice cream at yours did cost last week.
Well, there you go. That's because you're on the side of the country. I stopped a BMW last night when I was out of my rounds. I came in through the no entry zone and came across a concrete bollard in the middle of the road that I put there to stop people driving up the wrong way. And I didn't recognise it. So I went and asked him, "Excuse me, who are you and what are you doing?" I have friends over there. I would like to visit them.
Love it
Straight
when
out,
Stuart does impersonations.
Straight out of beat. And it was about 22, 23-year-old, and that's the way we speak.
Well, check out this big
Did you
car.
turn them around, Stuart?
Yes. So do you not understand what a no entry sign means?
No.
BMW driver.
Oh God. I used to work in a big corporate environment with a parking lot, and there was a sign someone put up on the bulletin board that got everybody reprimanded. And we had a designation for BMW parking, and all the all the parking spaces were like set at angles and like all fucked up. And the thing that was so hilarious about it is that's exactly, if you look, well, there's a car parked almost sideways in a parking spot. It's a BMW. Sorry. I don't know how that happened.
Well, every time you get cut up by a car, it tends to be a BMW because they don't give way.
Yeah, but it's funny when they screw it up and go spiraling up into the hedge.
I heard it's viral.
The annoying thing is they're really bloody good cars, it's just all owned by dicks.
They'll
Oh.
drop all in.
Are they expensive?
Yes.
They're expensive, but they're just really nice to drive and they're generally well equipped, you know, as long as you don't get a crappy
Listen,
finance one, which most people
BMW's
do.
going to tell me I have to pay an extra £2.50 a month to hire my fucking heated window that I've already paid for. They can fuck off.
Oh yeah, they're doing that a lot now, aren't they? But I think Toyota are doing that as well, aren't they?
I buy the car, not to rent the bits in it.
Yeah, I don't want to be buying a license to operate my wipers.
I tell you, Stuart, I did something earlier today that I shouldn't have done.
You went to a model train room exhibition.
I did, yeah, that was boring. I won't do that again. But no, I looked up the hygiene rating of that kebab shop I got a kebab from. It was fun.
I warned you.
Oh, it doesn't even have one.
No, this is surprising.
Okay, here, not too far. We're going to, we'll go, I wonder if it's still here with Norfolk. Of course it's still here. But we're going to go, actually there's going to be like a bridge that goes across the canyon. You can either go over it or under it. I'm going to go under it. Or, actually it's got legs in it, so you got to kind of, it's scary. You'll see it. Anyway, as soon as we get there, we're going to climb out of here and head for our midpoint destination.
No wires around.
Say again?
No wires in the picture.
Oh, isn't that sweet? That's just for us. I requested that they be removed for our flight gear United Kingdom flight. Because them wires scare me. Like clowns. Oh, God.
Seen somebody commenting that the Wasp and the Scout FDMs and the MSF are terrible. Nice.
Well, if you look, most of them are saying they're terrible because they're harder to fly than they think they should be.
Yeah, no.
So I think if they actually flew a more realistic one, they'd probably complain they're even more terrible.
Okay.
If it comes on sale, I'll get it tested.
Here's a question. I'm trying to find people that have, get permission from stuff that was originally released sometimes decades ago in Microsoft Flight Simulator or whatever. And I try to contact the original artists or authors to get permission, and they never respond. What's to be done about that? Just give it up or what?
Technically, you're supposed to just give it up, but I think if you've... It depends how long you... Well, you got to be sensible about it. I mean, if you spend 2 years emailing someone, trying to get hold of them on every method you can perhaps call the software abandoned. It wouldn't hold up in court, but, you know... Who's going to take you to court if the guy doesn't respond?
If you're not selling it, I don't think they're very likely to take you to court anyway.
No, exactly.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of where I've been.
And as long as you give decent credit in the README file, you know, and say if you've got rights to any of this and wish to get in contact, here's the email address or forum or whatever, you know, as long as you make all reasonable contact, all reasonable attempt.
Yeah, that's making sense to me, because it's like nobody's looking to steal anything. I mean, I don't need to steal anything. It's just like some people have obviously put tremendous amounts of work in. Case in point, like I have a PBY and a PBM. I'd like to get more seaplanes into Flight Gear FGUK because it's freaking fun.
Oh yeah,
Can't get
I'm
permission
down for
from
that.
the original artists.
I've run out of energy and crashed into the valley side.
Ah,
That's nice.
you mean fuel?
Oh no, I had full collective and it wasn't doing anything, it was just getting closer to the terra firma.
Oops. You didn't have enough juice to go up, did you?
I was flying very slowly and everybody was leaving me for dead. And even with full collective, it was just not going up or doing anything.
Everyone was just leaving me for dead. Well, I have not seen that bridge here, guys. We got to get out of here.
What bridge?
There's a bridge.
Still
I
to
cut
our
off-
north for half term, isn't it? We're still just shy of it.
Say again?
The halfway point, I think it's just at the next bend to the left, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very far. 6 minutes, roughly.
Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong place, I'm sorry. There's one just up here on this bend on the left, an airfield.
Oh, the airfield's not what I'm looking for. It's the there was a cool trestle like over the top of the Grand Canyon that I was using as my point to climb out of this and go through there.
Ah.
Well, you haven't reached it yet, so you don't climb out. It's getting shallower, the canyon anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not going to be hard to get out of it.
All right, well, we'll just stay here. Oh, there it is! Oh, as predicted. You can go over, or you can try to fly through. I'm going to try to fly through. God help me.
There she is. Oh, it's going to go wrong. I'm presuming this is a solid structure, Verde.
Solid? What do you mean solid?
Well, can you hit the
Yeah, you can
uprights?
hit it. You can hit it. I didn't.
Whee!
Yeah, don't experiment with it. All right, we're going to climb out of here and head for our midpoint destination, which is Kilo Papa Golf Alpha.
Page Municipal Airport.
Roger that.
Who's Paige? Is she cute?
Oh, see, they're all hot out here.
Who's up and no? Ow.
Is that words? So we're climbing out, really?
Yes, sir.
Lost sight of you. Where did you go?
Up and across.
Did you go to the right or the left of the river?
Right.
To the right.
There we go. Right.
Current heading is GPS FMS 55, sir. Try to maintain 110 knots. Climbing at about 1,000 feet per minute.
Really can't fly the VO15.
I hear the water. It's noisy.
Someone's in the scout. Flash is in the scout. Gotta admire that guy's balls.
Yeah, because I'm going 110 knots, and I think the top speed in that thing's about 110, and it will turn you loose.
Well, it left me for dead. That's when I ran out of energy. Can we suggest a helicopter flight sim flying for the next Olympics, since how they got break dancing?
Oh, did you watch that?
No.
I
Level
watched
at
it.
5,000.
God, it was shit.
They used to have town planning in the Olympic Games and poetry in the past.
Did they? I watched the ladies volleyball the other day, but Cody came and turned it off. Apparently needing a cushion over your lap while watching the Olympics isn't appropriate.
Were you watching the teen gymnast last week?
No, I didn't watch that. I watched the skateboarding, that was quite fun.
I like how the surfing was in Tahiti.
Well, I didn't see that. I saw the kite surfing, which was in Monaco.
Yeah, well, I set my recorder to record off Eurosport shooting and sailing, and when you play the things back, it's bloody boxing and badminton. How's that work?
Yeah, the BBC.
It actually said, no, this is Eurosport.
Oh.
It's in their timetable, and it comes up as shooting or sailing or whatever.
Did anybody see that Turkish air gun guy that looks like a hitman? Everybody's wearing the special. Everybody's
he was
wearing
brilliant.
special stuff. The guy walks up, puts his hand in his pocket, and wants a silver medal. It's like, wow, what a
hands in his pocket, a polo shirt, jeans.
Yeah, it's like, watch this, pow.
Well, the bronze competition, they got better scores than the final. The gold and the silver people. The last from Eddie Killins, she didn't get to the finals, 10-metre rifle. She got 624 out of 60 shots, average of 10.2, and she didn't get to the finals.
Oh, God, you got a tough crowd.
So what distance was that?
10-metre air rifle.
10 metres. 10 metres and they're not getting straight pulls every time.
Well, no, our average was 10.2 for the 60 shots, so every shot is a 10, but decimal 10. Because you can get up to 10.9 with decimal scoring.
I've slowed my speed to 90 knots. I'm at 5,000 feet. We are 60 seconds out of our midpoint destination of Kilo Papa Golf Alpha. When I was here last, there wasn't anything to see, so I don't know where we're parking up. We'll find a place. We'll find a place. And look, the water's pink. Woohoo!
Sandy waters.
Sandy
Man,
cracks.
Bobby
Yeah,
was there.
Right, so this is the airport, eh?
This is the airport, sir.
It's very municipal, isn't it? Right on the edge of a town. Oh, there's
Right,
helipads. Is that there?
Yeah, there's no place really to park, so we're going to park midfield here at the thing that runs between the runway and the taxiway.
Runways 07 and 23 are very short.
You don't see that, Alex, but there's a perfect J turn there.
Well done.
It looked impressive from here.
Right, time for a drink. Back in a minute.
Booyah.
Right, where you got a drink? Be right back.
Me too.
I'm back.
Oh, excellent. So am I.
Welcome back.
Alec, a question for you, you might be able to help. I had 3 old external hard drives which I haven't used for quite a while, and I wanted to check them out. I was looking for some information on, probably on these. When I plugged them in and everything, they're not recognising anymore, all 3 of them. Is that because they haven't been plugged in? They were powered up, but I don't think they were plugged in on the USB. Any way of bringing them
Windows
back to life? Sorry?
Use them on the Windows, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, sometimes they can go funny and drivers mess up. I've got some old drives, Windows drives. I can only check the files under Linux these days.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about whether it would read under Linux.
Yeah, that's what I've always done. If I've got really old drives that need stuff grabbing off, I load them up under Linux, and generally you can pull the files off. It's normally a driver thing or whatever else, but I haven't had too many problems. But there's a couple that I have to load under Linux these days.
Because it does the thing of sometimes it doesn't do anything, and other ones it recognises it gives it a drive number, but then it says you need to scan it and fix it, and it doesn't do any. It takes ages and does nothing. So you give up in the end because it's just going on for. It would be going on physically for days if you left it to it.
Yeah, if you've got a Linux, whatever, or a live CD or live USB or whatever like that, that'd probably be a way of getting it all off.
Yeah, one of my old laptops has got Linux on. I'll give that a go when I've got some time.
Yeah, if you can mount it on that, it'll probably read it, I'd imagine.
I don't. Does it need mounted, or is holding hands fine?
I prefer mounting. I tend to find that once you've mounted something, it's a lot more malleable.
Malleable?
Yeah, for a while.
You mean stable?
Oh no, it never stayed.
Oh, Alex.
Do you make me laugh because your favourite saying is "Oh my."
Oh my.
Yeah, and there's a certain lady who's an adult entertainer, and she does a video. She says "Oh my" quite often.
Well,
It just makes me giggle.
We've just learned that you watch adult videos. I'm disgusted.
Just for research.
Just for well, no, that's fine. I understand research. That's okay. It's like I've said. I'm an ally of the homosexual peoples, and I have dedicated myself to watching all of their documentaries. But I've got to watch all of them, and unfortunately, I started with the ladies, and that means I've got to watch all of theirs before I can get to the men's. To be fair. And they just keep making more. Every time I go on the internet, there's more of them. So trying to keep up with it is just an absolute nightmare. But I'm dedicated to the cause.
So,
Got to be fair.
Oh my.
yeah, well, this particular.
You know, you get him hard every time you say that.
Well, this
No, I
particular
can't
model,
stop.
one of her names is Texas Elegance, and it's just when you say "Oh my."
Remind me to tell you guys a short story about the old rock and roll days. This longest. It's not. Can't roll this until it's not being recorded. I mean, it's quite unlike me to say bad things, risque things. Is everybody ready to go? Weather's the same.
Let's get flying, shall we?
Core high pressure. It's like
Ready.
1 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's rock!
Just in my seat height tonight.
So on your setup, Stuart, how slack is your rudder pedals? Because you say you fly by just toe pressure.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Your heels should never move off the floor.
I think mine's a bit. Probably need to back the spring off a bit.
GPS FMS 54 degrees. We're going to go to 5,000 feet initially, and then we're going to go to 7,005. Fine.
I passed you because you stopped mid-air.
Yeah, I'm having problems with my autopilot today. It's the nut on the knob.
Why not slop down the bottom?
Well, Alex, my pedal pressure, what would you describe it as for the benefit of?
The pedal pressure is purely feel. There's no real pressure there. It's you're imagining the movements rather than anything.
I think
More
I've
in
got
your
the
head than in your feet.
I've got the tension a little bit higher. No.
You should feel like there's weight in it, but not overly pressured.
Yeah, you can feel they're there, but the actual movement of your feet is before you feel the pressure.
If you're having to put, if it's moving and fits and starts, it's far too high. It should be a smooth linear movement. It should be quite easy to move the pedals. Like your stick should be quite easy to move as well, but not so easy that they just fall over and flop over when you let go.
Well, that was the point that I was making, and Gemma was finding very funny, isn't it? Whereas my stick's sort of floppy. When you let go of it, it just sort of flops around, whereas yours stays where you leave it.
Oh my.
Mark has just said, do not start with joysticks tonight.
Hands off Stuart sticks.
But we're all here with joystick in hand.
Apart from Voodoo.
Apart from Voodoo, he does it with his fingers rather than the hand.
Mouse.
Voodoo, can you just say what the briefing? I missed it because I was just starting up.
Who's heading for the duck?
For the second half?
Yeah, I missed the height and stuff.
Oh, there wasn't one. We're just following him.
Initially we're going to go to 5,000. Well, I'm at 5,000 feet, 110 knot, or excuse me, 90 knots. I'm going to ramp it up to 110. GPS FMS 54 degrees. We're heading to airport U96, where we will make a right. We're not going to be in the canyon anymore. Actually, the really cool part of the canyon is over. But the topography and the scenery that you're going to see is kind of unique and typical of the American West, with just varied kind of stuff that you probably don't see anywhere else in the world, actually. Things they call buttes, which are flat-topped mountains.
Mesas.
What?
A mesa.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Oh, is someone plummeting?
Yeah, I've lost. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh,
Plummeting
no.
to their death. Oh no, has he got it? Has he got it? He's got it. He's got it. He's going the wrong way, but he's got it.
Whoa, that was spectacular, bub. Look out
So
for
the
the rocks.
Colorado River is dammed up somewhere, isn't it? Is that at the
It's dammed
other?
up in a number of places. Colorado River's what's the big one in California? Dam. Yeah.
Hoover Dam,
That's it.
Hoover.
named after the vacuum cleaner.
That's it. Hoover's
They
up
call it
the
the
water.
Dyson Dam these days. It's just moving with the times.
You know, the Dyson was actually going to make electric cars, but they didn't work out. they suck.
Yeah. The thing is, I can see it coming, but I still.
Oh, you know me too well now. Oh. Gonna have to change my whole MO. I love these rocks and the where you can see the millennia displayed in layers, like for millions of years, man.
Rock strata, that's called.
Stuart, tell us about the structure of these rocks with your geology.
Well, I'm busy at them, so I don't really know much about them. I did the rocks in Scotland.
I didn't show you the rock, the Scottish rock that I got from the Gem
You didn't?
Museum, did I?
No.
I should have to send you a picture of my Ayrshire rock.
You can't just take this.
I paid for it.
Oh, well, carry on.
They were selling them in a shop.
It was their shares would be some sort of volcanic rock.
Well, they made big discoveries, didn't they, in Scotland about the age of the planet and stuff, and working out the weight of the planet and all sorts.
How many people live in Scotland, Stuart?
At least 4.
Yeah.
All of them as friendly and welcoming as Stuart.
Less than the number of people that live in London.
Okay, here's my point. Look at the scientific discoveries and all of the things that have come from Scottish people.
Oh, don't give him a big head,
Oh
Jesus.
my God, it's astounding.
Yeah, because we're brainy.
I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, some of you obviously are.
And most of the British Special Forces are Scottish.
That's because you mean bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go to the US of A to teach your deltas and seals too.
No doubt about that. That's why that first class is kilt wearing and bagpipe playing, right?
Well, if you can do that, you can handle anybody, can't you?
When you see the SEAL training and they're running in a big that group with the big pole on their shoulders and they're all struggling and one Scottish guy lifts that and throws the damn thing. So there you go.
Climbing to 7,500 feet under autopilot command. Mark.
No, Mark doesn't join in anymore.
He's living the life in Cyprus.
He is, isn't he?
Actually, Alex, when you were here, I forgot to tell you the Garniston military weekend was on the Saturday, Sunday.
No, was it? Oh.
Yeah, you missed that. All the military history stuff. World War II stuff.
Well, don't worry. Kaylee and Emily both want to come back some point next year. I've just got to deal with on Monday telling Lottie that I came and dealing with the fallout of that.
You're gonna be in trouble.
I'm going to be dead.
Oh my.
Then you can publish all those thousands of pictures that you took.
Yes. The air show here next Saturday. I'd forgotten.
Oh, so you won't be taking next week's flight then?
We'll see. But we've got the package where we're going to the hotel with the balcony and all the free food and the buffet and the stuff again. So
Extra pineapple pizza and everything.
oh, you know it. No, it's Plowman's Unlimited Buffet.
Unlimited.
I don't think so, Tim.
Well, we're not going to the air show this year.
No, that's
Time,
sad.
eh?
No, the Red Arrows are not there this year, and I think their spray lineup isn't fantastic or enough to fill the day.
I think it was the Blackpool air show today. I think that was supposed to be quite a good lineup.
Well, the weather was good, but there's a hell of a strong wind on that coast.
Flash has got red arrows.
Sounds
Stuart.
good.
Yeah, that's why the Red Arrows are not here, because they're doing the American tour again.
I haven't actually looked at the lineup for the air show here next week. I don't know what it's like. But... Thing is, you have to book the hotel package so far in advance, so you can sit on the roof of the hotel and the balcony and get the food and stuff. You got to book it so far in advance. You don't know what the lineup is before, but they sell out so quickly that you got to get in there.
I miscalculated this. Did I write my notes incorrectly?
Well, let's try to get
No.
a base plant.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's not going to be pretty. Follow the flight leader.
Oh no,
Wha-bam!
we're going to make that, aren't we? I mean, this is some impressive scenery. Look at the size of
Oh,
this.
this is good stuff, man.
Alex, the A77 is closed on the weekend of their show as well.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So, can't get here without taking them there on a half detour.
Sod that.
Yeah, I'm not going to go. I will give it a miss this year, in the hope that they manage to pull it together next year and do it properly.
I'm going to 9,000 feet.
We'll follow you.
Roger that.
This is nice.
These are very nice, isn't it?
It's so... I'm getting... Actually, I don't even know what the word is. I get excited. I get driven to...
Turgid, erect.
Find... Not turgid, erect. I'm that way on that.
Blood flow.
To do these flights over terrain and then try to figure out what it's going to look like when Ollie gets us the good stuff, because it's like it's become a task. It's just a thing.
Well, if you got the
Have you not
routes,
tried using the Julia Lodi thing, so it loads. I mean, I did a YouTube video on it. A really good YouTube. Fuck, I'll do another one. I'll do it because it's really. You start the fucking program and it loads the orthos in as you fly. It couldn't be easier.
That takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
if you give us the routes in advance, I can get them ready so you got them for the week before, if you know what I mean.
But look at that. I mean, look ahead of us. That is stunning.
I was just gonna say, if you're not getting a thrill out of this, you ain't looking in the right place, dudes. This is bad ass stuff.
Just flight going, we pay nothing for it. Apart from our time. I mean, like, you know, 10, like 15, 20 years of our time at this point.
And the headaches.
The headaches
Yeah, but
and the dealing with each other and...
weren't inspired, we wouldn't be doing it, folks.
Oh, I thought it was fucked in the head. I thought if we weren't fucked in the head, we wouldn't be doing it. This is our therapy. It's cheaper than a therapist.
It is. I've been doing therapy, and it is way cheaper. My therapist said, "You need to do more of that." I said, "Thank you. Can you write me a prescription, doctor?"
Seems
I
to be
presume you
cold
didn't
water
show your
swim.
therapist the videos of this, because he'd be like, you need to do more of that, but not with those people.
Actually, I did. And she was pretty impressed.
She cute.
So you actually talked to those people a second week after that abuse? I said, yeah. I've come to like it. She goes, yes, you're going to be in therapy for a long time.
Keep writing the checks, Mr. Goody.
Can you
Seems
fix
to
me,
be
Bob?
all about cold water swimming at the moment, you know, for good mental health. But you get you get all the cholera in the process.
No, I say that. Yeah, I've got friends who do cold water swimming. The problem is around here the water company pumps the water full of shit. So, there's like the good feeling and the mental health, and then there's the vials disease and all that shit you get with it.
You're not in Paris, are you?
No, worse. England. They just keep pumping I think 168 million pounds I got fined last week for just pumping the sea full of human excrement.
Oh, God. You just want to smack them. Okay,
Well,
I know some of you guys don't use your autopilots, but try to engage it so you can look behind, because to look at what we just flew over from this direction is a completely awesome thing.
I just did.
The autopilots on helicopters don't work.
Yeah, they do if you're doing right.
How'd you do them right? Alright, go on. F11, go on then.
I've done it. I'm on autopilot.
Alright, heading bug what? Go on, give me a heading bug.
A bug? I don't have a bug. I got a GPS FMS heading at 5.6.
5.6, altitude hold of what?
Altitude hold of 9,000 feet. 9000.
Okay, I've enabled heading control and pitch altitude.
It's got the speed hold as well. You need to set speed to 110.
Set speed and check the
I've got no speed on this one, Stuart.
You know speed enough, that's fine then. Because the version 4 you need to set the speed with altitude. Otherwise it does a strange thing that I figured it for you.
I guess we should have asked him what helicopter he's flying first. I don't know about the 412.
The latest 412 has got the latest autopilot, and she's not got the latest.
But the problem is when you come into land, you disconnect the autopilot. Be ready for it to try and kill you.
Well, it depends on what chopper you're flying, too. Now.
So long as not too bad, but.
Fuck! You disconnect it and it goes over.
Fuck!
Because it's internal control inputs in a different place from your sticks. That's the problem. That's the problem you cannot resolve.
Tell him, Ollie. Oh my.
What's the name of that the researcher you said?
Huh?
Well, the lady that Ollie was telling us he likes to watch.
Well, she has many names, but one of them is Texas Elegance.
Texas Elegance. That sounds like the shadiest porn star I've ever heard of.
I gotta go there.
She comes at the camera clam first, doesn't she?
Oh crap. Bells are ringing.
You guys don't need
Texas
smoke if you
Elegance.
can't
Hang
see
on, I'm
me
going to
now.
Google this because
I need to pause.
Work calls. That's a steep turn there, Mr. Ollie.
Yeah, well, just disconnecting the autopilot direction,
Boy.
and you've got to be ready to recover.
Okay, I've googled Texas Elegance. I've got a horse and an event planning company.
Nope, that's not it.
That's not the right one.
You're going to end up being like that young man that used to hang around with us until his parents wouldn't let him anymore because he Googled FGUK and looked at the other FG.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He was obsessed.
The other names is Pennybrook or Elaine Tenney.
It's worrying that you know all that, but thank you.
Done my research.
Oh, well done. See, for those who are just watching the video, I don't know any of these people. I just wandered in here.
Penny Brooks is a man.
A man?
Oh.
He looking like a man.
Don't think so.
You would know. I'll leave that for now. Right? I need to find the flight again.
Oh, I thought it was leading to catching up with this lady, but I'm not. So that'll be all on a 5. Oh no, it's Voodoo.
It's me. It's I turned my smoke off.
Ah, well, yeah, I've just flew past you because I thought it wasn't you.
Could you put it back on, Vidu?
Smoke just for you, man.
Since using autopilot, we lost you.
I see him. There he is. Hiding behind a cloud, you cheeky little monkey. There's all this beautiful terrain wasted on Americans.
Oh, boom, ain't that a fact, brother. Suppose I can find a place and get a Coke out of here? No, you can't get a Coke. Let's build a housing addition right yonder.
Are you still at 9,000?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've got them at 9,000 at the moment.
Just can't
Which
see
is not
anybody.
really all that high.
Oh, I've got you now.
Yay.
What did you do?
There was a quite good display on Facebook of the Lynx display team, and they were doing bloody rolls and like loops in the bloody Lynx. You wouldn't think an helicopter could do.
One of my very good friends is now the curator of the Army Historic Flight. I can't remember what they're called, but he's going around doing all the air shows with them. So if we need pictures from any of their stuff, we can probably get it.
Was that guy into it? He used to be in the army or there, and he has a collection of helicopters he's had restored and got flying. He's got a Sea King and a Wessex and God knows what else.
Yeah, Stuart knows that chap, don't you, Stuart? I think we both got them on
What's
Facebook,
that?
haven't we? The chap with the Sea King and the Wessex and the historic helicopter flight.
Oh, I know the guy in the Lynx, like, well, I used to give me the Zenedics for the Lynx.
Desperately seeking Sea Kings.
Oh, very good,
We had
Voodoo.
somebody in the Sea King flight, well, we had somebody in the Gazelle flight who moved to the Sea King flight. I don't know if he's still in the Sea King flight or if he's now in with the Lynx, I don't know.
Yeah, he was in the Gazelles, wasn't he? Yeah, he moved over, yeah.
Well, this guy, I think he was an army officer, but he's into plant hire, and he was on them restoring classic aircraft. And you know, it started off with, I think it was a Sea King, but he has like totally rebuilds it and gets them flying, and just buys another one.
I think there's 3 Sea Kings currently. There's got the yellow one, a Norwegian one, and I've got a Commando that they're doing at the minute. Is it Norwegian or Netherlands? I can't remember.
I thought it was Dutch, but
Is it Dutch one?
I may be wrong on that.
From Alex's perspective.
You ever watch
Don't do that!
that extra weight will crash him?
This is our airport. We're going to be turning right up here a little bit.
The other one what keeps coming up on Facebook is these American videos where they buy an old aircraft in America and they get it flying. It's been stood for 20 years. They blow the dust off and start the engine and fly the bloody thing. It's a bit different to the, what it's like in
allowed
the
to
UK.
there, aren't they? I got a friend who he does that. He actually works in basically the American equivalent of screw fix kind of thing. He works in a sort of like a builder's merchant type thing, and he does that. He buys airplanes for sort of $8,000-10,000, and then gets the engines running. And because there's no real certification, you know, he buys it for $8,000-10,000, and he gets it running and sells it for 15. And then there's a load that he keeps, and he just hires them out to local flying schools because there's no real oversight. You can slap an experimental sticker on it and say that, yeah, that's good enough, I'll fly it. As long as someone wants to fly it, they can fly it.
Yeah.
He got his pilot's license, I think he spent $1,200 on it or something like that. 800, 900 quid.
Many moons ago, probably 20, 30 years ago, we went to a lecture and it was the chief test pilot for CAA, and he used to go to America and he used to get roped into flying all sorts of weird and wonderful things. He got into one aircraft, and I don't know if he flew it, but he said this guy had flown all the way across America and all he had for navigation was a car compass, what you would have in a dashboard of a car, and a Mickey Mouse US road atlas. That was his navigation, and he flew all the way across America.
That's the thing, isn't it? If you want to take it as your risk, they're fine with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I think there is stipulations, so you're not allowed to land at licensed aerodromes, or there are rules around it. But if you want to, if you slap an experimental sticker on it, you can fly it. I think it's like 1,000 hours before it actually needs full-on certification, or you can make enough changes to make it another experimental version. I think that's what most people do. If you want a full PPL, you need to fly in a proper aircraft, but you've got to bear in mind you can buy a Cessna 172 for about $10,000, so it doesn't really matter, and it costs you, I think they say, like if you buy your own, it costs you about $25-30 an hour to run, whereas over here it's about 500 quid an hour.
And he was saying the most lethal thing disaster fly.
Fucking do it, Voodoo.
No. Stop. Don't
Do
encourage
it.
him.
No, I'll encourage you. In fact, I won't encourage you. I'll hold you to account. Do it.
You suck.
He was saying the most lethal thing he was asked to fly were these 2/3 scale aircraft, which were like a steel frame aircraft, and you just stretch the skin on the outer to make it. One day it could be a Mustang, next day it could be a Spitfire, but because it was not full scale, all the aerodynamics was completely screwed.
Yeah, I think that you can buy the 75% Spitfires and Mustangs over here, can't you? I think they say any less than that, and you're messing too much with physics.
I think one crashed last week or week before. It wasn't. I don't know if it was a rebuilt one or whether it was something that looked like a Spitfire. 72-year-old.
Yeah. Old people should know better than to fly airplanes.
Oh, over here, old people are the only people that can afford to fly airplanes.
Damn. There you go.
Yeah, well, where I used to go gliding on the side of the airfield, there was a retired company owner, and he had a Cessna, what would be a 330 or 310 twin?
310 twin, probably, yeah.
Yeah, and they used to get it out every Sunday, fly to Isle of Man for a coffee, and then come back. And all these people would fly him. He was about 90 odd.
I'll get my own someday.
Someday we'll get there, lads.
But I think he had a transport company, and that's where he got his money from.
There's no money in that anymore.
Well, this is years ago, sort of thing. But he helped the club out because he actually bought the club for us. Because they wanted to buy the airfield to make houses. But he bought it on behalf of the club.
I found, Stuart, remember I told you I joined the Model Flying Club last week?
Yes, they've all popped the cogs already.
They've all popped, yeah, 3 of them have died in the past month. But no, the reason that they managed to actually bring it back is because it was just a sort of grass strip behind some football pitches. But the reason, talking to them, the reason they managed to make it into a Model Flying Club, which is almost impossible to do these days, is it had actually been bought by the council in 1943 as a flying ground, and the council had never turned it into an airport. So the only planning permission they'd ever granted for that ground was as an airfield. So the Model Flying Club found out and managed to rent it off them for about 50 quid a month or something like that, because the only thing they can actually use it for is flying.
Well done.
Oh, that's good. I think this weekend it's the large scale model show at Elvington.
Oh, there's always some good videos from that.
We when I was in the gliding, we used to rent the airfield a couple of years for them, and it was fantastic what they were doing.
How's your starts now, Alex?
I need to have a word with you about that.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Well, it was fine.
Didn't break it, did you?
No, I haven't broken it, but I decided to give it a bit of sun, and the Solex is bubbling. I'm not sure it's happy with UV after all these years.
It's been sitting all up with years. It's usually put on, that stuff's usually put on with a heat iron.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of bubbles. I might need to get a heat iron on it again and see if it'll re-stick.
It's something that does happen to that material, because I've had it happen as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's all trying to come off, so I'll have to work that out.
It usually tightens up again when it cools down, but
we'll see. We'll get it fixed because the colours are nice. Everything else is good.
Yeah, I used to do radio control planes when I was about 16, 17, and our model club organised a scale model competition at Church Fenton. And these people were flying their pride and joys, and the number what splattered into the concrete and reduced from a lovely scale model into a pile of matchsticks. It was heartbreaking.
Me and my dad used to go watch them around here, and they used to put on a model. Up until COVID, they used to put on a model flying display every year. These days it's private, it's by invitation only. But we used to go there, and there'd be at least 3 crashes of models worth over 10 grand a weekend.
Wow.
I have only crashed 1, 2, 3, 4 aircraft in my entire flying career.
Yeah, but you're good at it.
Well, I used to have about 3 or 4 models on the go, because once you crashed one, you needed another one to fly while you got repaired the other one.
I've always had multiple models available.
Stuart's got an entire room full of models.
Okay, that's another one. You haven't seen the other room. I didn't let you in there.
Fair enough.
It's for the helicopters.
But mine were before large scale, so my biggest engine I had were 10 cc's. But
I've got 2 Mark 9s a bit fast. I've got a Hercules, I've got a Tornado, I've got a BAE Hawk, and an F-15 Strike Eagle. Not the one that you see now, it's the one that's actually built. And a lash of little helicopters as well.
You
Not the
got
ones that
tomatoes?
Yeah, tomatoes, yes.
these flying models are just static.
Oh no, they are capable of flying. The
Stuart gave me a lovely storch.
More storage, yes.
which I will get flying.
They had to drive home with a swastika sticking out his window.
Oh, no, I had to cover that swastika by the time we got to Birmingham because the light was so bright that all you could see was M's face next to a swastika through the side of the car window, and it being a German car, I didn't want, you know, anyone to get any bad ideas.
That's not good.
With the radio control, do they have like them bloody things with cameras in, with like what the hell do you call them, drones, where it can actually stabilise if you lose control? 'Cause that used to be a thing learning to fly when I started.
As far as I know now, that all commercially built models that you buy that are ready to fly have to have all the gizmos and toys fed. Kits are a different story, but if you buy one off the shelf, it has to come with the CE stamped approval and have all the stabilisation gubbins inside it.
Yeah, down here, I don't know if it's the same, but the two clubs nearest to me, you need to do they call it the A1 certificate and a CAA registration of everything before they'll let you fly anything on your own at the club. It's not something I'm aware of from previous panels, but I think they call it the A1 certification. There's about 3 levels. You'll do 2 levels with a body plugged into you and then 1 solo flight before you're allowed to fly your own models, own built models.
Because when I started learning it was they did have buddy systems, but you know, you used to really just have somebody what could fly and they would take over when you started to lose it.
Still the best way to do it.
Yeah, well, with that orientation, when you lose where you worked out whether it's flying away from you or towards you.
Look at this scenery. Where are we now? In Utah? Is this Utah?
Yep. Very close anyway. We're only about 15 minutes out of our final destination.
A lot of scenery changes from reddish to greenish.
Greenish?
Green, yellow and
Using the orthos?
yeah.
Yes.
The bottom of the valleys are sort of green, that must be vegetation. Yeah, I think flight gear is a bit better, isn't it? When you crash, it don't cost you all. only your pride.
Wow, this is some desolate looking stuff, eh?
Be a few rattlesnakes down there.
I bet. My brother's in North Carolina, moved to North Carolina. It's every time you pick up something that's laying flat, whether that's a piece of sheet metal or a piece of wood or whatever, there's a rattlesnake under it.
Yeah, well, our ex-chief flying officer at the gliding club, he was an airline pilot, and he used to go to Australia for his holidays to fly gliders. And he was telling the tale, this place is quite well known for going to do big flights. And he said when he first got there, it was late on at night, and he had a sort of a chalet or room, and it was dark. He couldn't shut the door, and he was kicking something long and thin. And in the morning, somebody says, "Oh, I think that was a brown snake, which is one of the most venomous snakes in Australia." And he would try to kick it out of his room.
Is there anything in Australia that's not venomous?
Pretty much everyone wants to kill you.
But the people on this centre or whatever, they just get a shovel and chop their heads off in the soul. He went there because he could fly to do like 1,000-kilometre flights and stuff.
1,000-kilometre flight in a glider does not sound pleasant.
Sorry, say that again.
1,000-kilometre flight in a glider does not sound pleasant.
Well, I've been in Australia, the cloud base is a lot higher, and the thermals you can get so much higher that you can put your foot down and set a big task, which you can't do in England.
I saw one on the, it came up on Facebook, the gliding club of some sort in England, or the gliding body, and they were doing flights to Germany and back, or something like that.
Somebody came to our club years ago, and he set the UK record. He set off from York and flew all the way into, quite well way down into France in one flight. I think it was something like 750k or 750 miles.
I remember when I was at Lid a couple of years back, there was it was a motor glider, but he'd come in from Belgium or something like that and landed at Lid, you know, on the tarmac runway, you know, without using it. He had one of those retractable little electric engine things, and he only got it out once he needed to taxi in.
Yeah, well,
it's impressive. It's proper airmanship. Doesn't matter whoever you are. You know, you're doing gliding. It's proper airmanship. You can't get much more proper than not using an engine. But not for me.
There's two types. There's motor gliders where the engine pops up and you can start the engine and take off from the ground, and then you would taxi on the ground as well. And then there's self-sustainers where they have an engine what pops up at the back, same place, but it only gives you a limited amount of lift, and you would only use it as a last desperate thing when there's no lift at all, and the next option would be landing in the field. So you could pop the engine, put it into a dive, start the engine, and then climb back up to a safe height, and then glide to the next bit of lift. But if you're doing a competition, that'd be the end of your competition flight. As soon as you start the engine, it records the vibration.
How far to go, Hoodoo?
Say again?
How far to go?
7 minutes.
Roger.
But there's all sorts now on Facebook. There's people putting jet engines into them, and probably there will be electric powered ones as well.
Yeah, I think it's the electric ones these days. They're probably ideal for that application, aren't they?
Well, the thing with the when there were the self-sustainers, there were no starter motors, so they only had a tiny little prop what folded out, but you had to put it into a dive to start the engine, and if it didn't start, you lost all your safety height, He was in the
That
fields.
sucks.
So
Well,
electric
it's probably-
version B, where you just press a flicker switch and it starts. That's going to be a lot more safer.
What's that, Ozzy?
That's just what I wanted to say. You just have a switch for the electric engine.
Yeah, far
Only
more
if you could realize.
sensible application of it, isn't it?
Well, it's just to get you home. So in the past, you would, if you were a competition pilot, you would push your luck, and then your chances are you'd be landing in the field a long way from home, and some poor sod's got to come and tow your trailer to pick you up and de-rig your aircraft. But with that, you know, you can push your luck, and if it all goes tits up, you just pop the engine and climb to an height, and hopefully you'll be able to glide back to base.
And fly back home.
Yeah, well, fly back to home or land somewhere else where you could get an air tow back up if need be. But
Descending to 7,500 feet. Mark?
Following you, leader.
I used to do two-seat competition at Pocklington every August. So when it went your turn to fly, you would end up being crewing for somebody else. And the number of times we had to tow the bloody trailer to pull somebody out of a field.
That would have ruined the trip for me. Over here, over here. Man.
Well, there were two-seat gliders from the club. One were a private one and the other was the club glider with an instructor. So we would take it in turns. Whoever got back would crew for the other people if they didn't get back. And the private one landed somewhere near Gainsborough. So me and the instructor, we went to recover them. Except we was on the wrong side of the bloody river Trent or somewhere. We could see them on the side of the river, but we were about 50 bloody mile away from them. And so they decided to go to the pub, and while they was away at the pub, some bloody local yobbos pulled up and nicked the bloody GPS out at glider. Well, the instructor I were flying with, he owned the other glider, he had a share in it, and he was most pissed off that they cleared off to the pub and didn't stay with the glider, until it was safe. Showed us the right location, but it was on one side of a big bloody river.
This is Blanding Municipal Airport we're going to, Peter.
Say again, sir?
Are we heading to Blanding Municipal Airport?
Kilo Kilo Bravo Delta Golf. Don't remember the name of it.
Apparently there are not many people living in Utah.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Get bit by snakes.
So everybody's in Salt Lake City. Other than that, it's a lot of open area.
Guessing that big patch of yellow over to sandy colour over to the right, the airfield.
Airfield's dead ahead.
Oh no, sorry, that's a uranium mill.
I'll be damned.
Go.
2 minutes out.
That was another quite alarming radio series on this week about where they get talcum powder from. It's contaminated with bloody asbestos.
Oh yeah, most of it is, isn't it? Yeah, I saw that a few years ago.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing you're descending and didn't tell anybody.
Ah! bet it did.
Can't see the airfield.
I can't see
It's
it.
teeny tiny.
It's a bit teeny weeny.
There it is.
Yellow polka dot bikini.
I'm in.
Yeah, well, you're in the airfield.
No. A yellow polka dot bikini. I'm in. I'm in for that.
I don't want to know that.
No.
I never understood. Are the polka dots yellow or is the bikini yellow with different polka dots?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, we should be nearly. Oh, I see it. Visual. Yeah, I got the airfield.
Is it near this big pylon?
It's before that.
It's
It's
yeah.
before it.
Can you see me?
It's before it and to the left.
Ah. Ah, yes. Where are we landing?
Oh, there's not much here, so
Well, there appears to be a concrete area in the orthos.
yeah, I'm headed right for it. So
Road's busy.
There's like a load of little pylons and then a whacking great big one.
Oh, seems a sensible idea to put all the power cables around airfields, doesn't it?
There is
well, you
no-
glider guys are all sissies about that stuff.
I've seen pictures where people have landed in fields and they didn't spot the cable until they're on the ground. And one guy took his beanie hat off him, embedded it, the cable
That's what you
embedded
call
in
it.
back of his cockpit.
You leave my beanie hat alone.
But the daft thing is, you know, that these are three-phase cables normally, and they turn themselves back on after 20 minutes.
All floating trees.
A tree miracle.
It's a miracle, everyone.
The environment. Oh, Dude, what did you do?
Oh, he's spinning.
Can't decide its direction.
You spin me right round. Like a record, baby. Getting faster. Oh man. Oh. Kill the engine quick. Well, that was interesting.
That was brain. Got all dizzy and shit. Throw up. Blech.
Oh, get a bit closer.
Oh, at least we got the cops here. Ah, that's cool, Alex. Just skidding along.
Thank you, Vader.
November 66, get down here. Fucking wild. Well, here we go. We're only a few minutes late. 8 minutes after. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Good stuff to see. Good company. Nice flying. Hardly very few crashing and stuff.
And I made it for the whole flight.
Look at you. I was impressed, Stuart. I'm sure you'd get called away for something crazy. Here's where as we're shutting this down, where we ask the question, who wants next week?
Alex does.
I'm sure he does, but I think he's got shit to do. Hey,
I can maybe. Do you know what? Fuck it, I'll take it. Why not?
okay.
Give it to me.
I've been
I will
watching
take it.
aircraft all day long, and I've been in the mood to do the flight.
That's obviously what will happen.
Well, I'm gonna kill the recording. So say goodnight to you, YouTube kiddies.
Good night, YouTube.
Nighty night.
Good night, YouTube.
No.
And